If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Now on the Mo Kelly Show, it's Tiffany Hobbs, the viral load.
She'll speak of all the viral things social media can bring.
Facebook, Insta, X, TikTok, the viral load with Tiffany Hobbs. Viral load, viral load, the viral load. Viral load with Tiffany Hobbs.
KFI AM 640 is Later with Mo Kelly. Let's turn it over to Tiffany Hobbs in the viral load.
And I'm so happy to be back. I missed you guys last week, and I have a wonderful roundup, a menagerie, if you will, of stories for this week's viral load. I can't theme them. I can't link them. They are literally all over the place. So let's get into it with our first story involving Airbnb, an influencer, and a hefty $10,000 bill. What? Sounds like the beginning of Forensic Files. You have a shoe, a stripper, and a dog, and then solve the crime. In this case, not that. But here's what happened. There's a TikToker. His name is Sean Davis, at Sean M. Davis on TikTok, if you want to follow him. And he shared his cautionary tale in a video that is now viral. It's gone viral to the tune of over 1.3 million views.
Wow.
That's a lot. And here's what happened. There's this really cool house out in the desert, Joshua Tree. And if those of you who are familiar with Southern California, this is near Palm Springs. It's about 2.5 hours east of Los Angeles, a very beautiful desert landscape. And in that landscape are quite a few kind of architectural marvels or wonders, beautiful homes. And Airbnb has capitalized on these homes, as have the homeowners. And they rent these homes out for different sorts of things, for you to stay in, for people to do different branding events, whatever it may be. Well, there's one house in particular, and I actually saw it online prior to this story. And again, when Halle Berry, your buddy, when Halle Berry stayed in it a few weeks ago, because she shared.
Oh, that was the house that she's at? I saw the pictures. Okay.
It's a house that looks like it is translucent, transparent.
Yep.
And it's all glass. So you can see straight through it in some angles and other angles. It blends in with the background. So it's a beautiful architectural marvel. It's called one of the world's most amazing vacation rentals. It's called the Glass House, 5,500 square feet. It's actually called the Invisible House by many. It was built by film producers Chris and Roberta Hanley. 90-acre lot. It's gorgeous.
You better be.
But if you go and you take a selfie, this is what could happen to you. So this TikToker, Sean Davis, went to the house. They rented it, and then he received a $10,000 bill after taking a selfie outside of his $2,400 per night rental. He says, I was just outside. My girlfriend and I were there. We took a selfie. We took a selfie in the bathroom as well. We tagged a brand on Instagram because that's what we were wearing or using. And that post was shared because the brand is popular. And all of that triggered a very minute clause in the rental agreement that then produced the $10,000 fine.
Wait. Am I then to assume then that Halle Berry, who stayed in the same location, because I saw all the selfies and the pictures that she and her boyfriend Van Hunt were taking?
Yes, I thought that too. That's one of my first thoughts was, of the people I've seen who've been in this home, I've seen them because they've shared it or shared photos or videos, and those things have gone viral. did they also incur this $10,000 fee? And my inclination is to believe that yes, they did.
Not that they couldn't afford it. I'm just saying,
Right.
I wonder because we haven't heard about it until now.
Exactly. But it's a cautionary tale, as Sean Davis said, because he's saying he was shaken down. And no matter how much explaining he did to Airbnb, they were unwilling to budge. They said, hey, you used the backdrop. It became a part of your advertising. Therefore, you're going to pay the $10,000 advertising fee that you didn't see in the fine print. Sorry,
See,
not sorry.
They're going to get sued. And it may be in the fine print, but if it's in such a way to obscure it or, that you're hiding it, I can see there's some lawsuits coming.
That's the tricky thing, especially when you have buildings like this that are built for photography. I've seen a building, I've not visited, but I saw one. It went viral that looked to be a duplicate of something you might find in Santorini, Greece. You just went to Santorini. There's some home out in the desert that has been constructed to look like it's Santorini. And if you go, of course, you're going to want to take photos. Now, Are we saying now that many of these homes have this sort of clause? Perhaps. Should we be reading the fine print? Absolutely.
Or, like me, just not Airbnb.
Just not Airbnb. It seems to be that the list of grievances against Airbnb is growing with each story, yet and still people use it. The next story doesn't involve Airbnb, but it does involve one of your favorite pastimes, Mo. Coming back to you for this one.
Karaoke?
Cruises.
Oh, okay.
Your next favorite pastime. Which is first, karaoke or cruises? Which one would you never give up?
Well, I can always karaoke on a cruise, which I did, but I can't cruise while I'm karaoke.
That'd be weird. So in this case, there's a TikTok that went viral showing a person at their most vulnerable, or almost at their most vulnerable.
Were they on the John?
Kind of.
Okay.
It maybe without us fully knowing, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So in this 13-second video that has now gone viral, there's a woman, and if you're watching
we'll play it right now.
Oh, buddy, there's a woman. She's on a water slide on a cruise, the Norwegian Cruise Line's Ocean. It's called the Ocean Loop Slide. The cruise itself is called the Norwegian Bliss, I guess. But she's on this slide. The slide is translucent, another translucent situation. You can see right through it. And she's stuck on the slide as it hangs over the water. It's a design feature, but she's stuck. It's a tube. Think McDonald's and those playpen areas.
I'm
those
thinking
tubes.
colonoscopy. That's just me.
She looks like the inside of a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
She looks like she should be pushed out.
See, that's why I would never get on a slide. I don't do stuff like that because it would be my bad luck and I would end up on my own show being laughed at.
And she's, bless her, she's scooting. She's scooting through the tube like a failed colonoscopy.
So there's no water or something?
That's a real colonoscopy.
To help her along, flush it out?
There's nothing to flush her out. She just is trying to scoot forward and people are screaming at her, which you can't hear now. I won't play that for you. But they're screaming for her to scoot and slide and do these things to try and get her out. Luckily, she was rescued. There was a rescue operation where they were able to extract the woman, but not before passengers got video, uploaded it to social media, and now she's famous.
Well, at least you can't see her face.
You can't.
That's the only saving grace, I would say, because if her face were truly visible and identifiable, oh, that would be horrible for life.
Of the 7 million people who have viewed this video and the 250,000 interactions of this video, someone knows who she is.
That was my next question. Have they outed her by name?
Not by name, not yet, at least. And I imagine that's something that she wants to keep private forever.
It ain't gonna happen.
You can't be compared to a colonoscopy and anything good come out of that.
No pun intended.
On the other side, we're going to talk about someone who played a joke on a lot of people for a long time, and now the joke has been revealed. And a new TikTok trend that you...
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Shouldn't try.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Now it's time for the Viral Load with Tiffany. Live on KFI is Later with Mo Kelly. She'll talk about the topics on social media. The Viral Load with Tiffany Hobbs.
KFI Later with Mo Kelly. We're live on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. You can see the show right now. You can see Tiffany Hobbs deliver the second portion of the Viral Load.
Here we go. I don't know about you, but I'm not really into tricks. I like magic.
Tricks are made for kids.
Tricks are made for kids, but I don't like when people play tricks on me at my expense.
Yeah.
And in this case, this person played a trick on a lot of people and they were unsuspecting. And when they found out the reality, oh man, it didn't go the way I think he planned. So there's a man, he lives in Japan. His name is Zongu, and he shocked the internet and all of his followers, 20,000 followers, by the way, on Twitter, as he revealed himself to be posing as a woman online. Here's what happened. Zongu would post photos. These photos online on Twitter would often feature motorcycles and a young woman flashing peace signs and bright smiles, perfect hair. She's on this motorcycle. She's enjoying her life. Attractive, definitely going to get attention. Okay. Well, a local Japanese TV show became suspicious of some inconsistencies in the photos. Like, for instance, in the mirror of one of the photos of a motorcycle in which the woman was on, instead of her reflection, there was the reflection of a man.
Imagine that.
They investigated and they decided they needed to confront what was happening. So they confronted Zongu, and Zongu had to cop to it and say he had been heavily editing his photos using a filter called Face App. It's a popular app that
Look at it on YouTube right now. Oh my. Oh my. That's not catfish. That is like cat F you.
It's insanity how good this gender swapping has become when it comes to these face apps, these digitally enhanced apps.
Ooh.
So again, this app allows for, it's called Face App, gender swapping, age altering of facial features. And Zongu admitted, I created this profile. I control the account. I did it for fun and to boost his own popularity. He said, quote, "No one wants to see an old uncle," of which I say, okay.
See, I'm curious. Is he like sliding in people's DMs as this character and this catfish?
We may never know, but we do know that the Twitter followers he amassed were expecting to be interacting with this young woman, not this 50-plus-year-old man. Nothing wrong with being a 50-plus-year-old man.
I'm one.
But when you lie and you pretend to be somebody else and then you get found out, this is a big deal. And of course, it brings into question just how powerful and dangerous these AI filters can get.
Well, you could ask Mark Ronner. He'll tell you about how dangerous they are and how no one's asking for them, how no one wants them. He's all against it. It's not right, Mark. Don't you hate AI? Everything about it?
I'm sorry. I was busy working on something
He's
interesting. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying we're talking about how you are not a fan of AI in any of its forms.
Not unless it's really targeted and regulated and monitored to prevent it from destroying the entire world and our careers.
No, not on the social media. No, it's not. It's not that. So no.
It's the opposite, in fact.
Wild Wild West.
Speaking of social media, for our final story, I said we had a menagerie, no theme, just a bunch of stuff. And this one is weird. It's weird. And I have to share it with you because I couldn't believe it. but it's true. There's a new TikTok trend. I always say another week, another TikTok trend. And this one is asinine. It's just dumb. And what it is people are biting into cattails, not feline tails, not cats, but cattails, the plants that have the bushy, spiny tails. They're taking a bite out of cattails on camera.
Well, they're eating them?
Eating them and attempting to swallow them.
Isn't that dangerous?
Yes. Here's the thing.
Aren't they toxic?
It sounds, even if you take the toxicity away, which you shouldn't, but if you took the toxicity away, the physical makeup of cattails involve a lot of pollen. And that pollen, according to doctors and geniuses like you and I, can coat your throat and cause you to choke. It can block your airway. And people are eating these cattails on social media, on camera, to go viral. And they are practically choking to death. The stupidest trend I've heard yes, put your hand to your forehead, Mo. This is a stupid trend.
Gosh.
Doctors are disavowing it left and right. They are saying, please don't be amongst, don't Darwin yourselves this way. There are so many other ways you can go. Don't do it by eating a cattail.
All for hearts, likes, and follows.
All for hearts, likes, and follows. And they're getting them, of course, because this seems like the more in duress you are or distress you are, the more your video will be shared. People who are doing this successfully aren't seeing the same sort of fame or infamy as people who are choking. That's the wonder of the internet.
I don't want anyone to die from this. I really don't. I don't wish death on anyone, but you can't save everyone from themselves.
You cannot.
And if this is how you end up exiting this life, okay. Okay. I mean, you've given every tool in the world to enhance your knowledge, to protect yourself, to learn something. And yet,
what's that beautiful film that's more of a documentary? Idiocracy. It's just, we've peaked.
Yeah, there's another
as a species
phrase which comes to mind. Common sense ain't all that common.
If you would like to follow me on Instagram, that is at Tiff Hobbs on here, and on Saturdays right here on KFI. Saturdays with Tiffany, 5 to 7 p.m. I look forward to you joining us. It's been great.
It's Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And I have a taste for some wine.
I thought you were going to say cattails.
No. I have a taste for some wine.
Same.
No?
I don't. Is that a Jet 2 holiday?
That sounds a little like a wine.
Ace Hola.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
It's time to give away some UB40 tickets. Caller number 6 and caller number 8. Caller number 6, caller number 8. You and a guest will be able to see UB40 this Sunday at 7 p.m. at the Cerritos Center for the Performing Arts. 800-520-1534. 800-520-1534. Caller number 6, caller number 8. I'm talking about one of the world's best-selling reggae groups and most successful and influential British groups of all time. That was their number one hit, Red Red Wine. They'll be performing all their hits, including I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. UB40, we have 2 pairs of tickets to give away. Caller number 6, caller number 8, 800-520-1KFI, 800-520-1534. Caller number 6, caller number 8 for UB40 tickets. You and a guest. Caller number 6, caller number 8, 800-520-1KFI, 800-520-1534. This is not a tribute band. This is the UB40 at the Cerritos Center for the Performing Arts this Sunday at 7 p.m. Caller number 6 and caller number 8, 800-520-1534. And since we're talking about music as we get our winners, caller number 6 and caller number 8, we often talk about AI. And we talk about the influence of AI, not only in a technological sense as far as how it's going to make our lives seemingly easier, but also the creative aspect of AI. And it's hotly contested as far as whether it's actually creating or mimicking, stealing, what have you. But now, and we had talked about how AI music is already out there, where it was sounding like Drake or it was sounding like The Weeknd. Now there's an actual AI artist. You can put that in quotes or not. And this AI artist has signed a $3 million deal. It's reportedly worth $3 million and comes from Hallwood Media. And you may know them if you're really in the weeds. They're responsible for producers like Murder Beats and Soundwave. I'm not cool like that anymore, so I can't tell you who they are. I just know that a $3 million deal is nothing to shake a stick at.
Soundwave is one of the producers for Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, well, there we go. Now I feel a little bit smarter. Why don't they just say Kendrick Lamar? But here's the thing. It's already created music. Listen to this.
Mama did her best, but she can't teach what it feels like when a father speaks. So I took every I love you too deep, even when they only meant it for a week. How was I supposed to know what love looked like when daddy never showed me what felt right? How was I supposed to set the bar when I ain't never seen no man fight for my heart? Now I'm learning through heartbreak.
I don't think the music is special, but I will say this, and I say this as a trained ear. I can't distinguish between that and a real singer. I don't think it's good, but I'm saying it passes the smell test as far as sounding like a singer.
The irony of singing about a real man.
I caught that too. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if people who are 15 years old, and that's usually the target market for buying music, care whether the artist is real or not. There's a generational difference. My generation was like, no, we need to have an actual artist because we pride the artist on singing talent or writing talent, what have you. That's a part of the allure. Someone sings well or someone performs well, raps well, or is a good songwriter. None of that is in play here. Absolutely none of it. You have a completely fictitious creation. I don't know all the ins and outs. Well, put it this way. I know AI can distinguish the most popular chords or song progressions, which equates to a hit. I know the algorithm behind that. But as far as long-term use of AI in music, I don't see it because it's that is not special.
No.
That is, you can hear anytime, anywhere. But if you're 14, 15 years old, you don't have the same type of musical history and discography rattling around in your brain as I do in my brain. Because I can talk some 5, 6 different decades of music easily.
The thing about kids, and I work with kids, and you have raised kids, and is that a lot of the kids of today get their musical content from TikTok. They find out what songs are popular or become interested in songs because of how popular they are and how much they're shared by their friends. So, and most of those songs are perishable. They're not meant to necessarily stand the test of time. They're looking for a quick song to be able to do a quick trend or dance, and then they're on to the next. So something like this plays on that and does it well enough, like you said, that to the discernible ear, it's undetectable, or the undiscernible ear, it's undetectable.
It, to me, and this is a generational difference. My generation, yes, I'm old, get off my lawn. My generation, music was never disposable. Music was supposed to touch us and give us a visceral type of response. Music was supposed to make us feel something, be it love or loss or something like that. You felt something. I don't know if music is meant to do that anymore. I'm being very serious. I don't know if music is supposed to just make you dance in that moment. The stuff that I hear on the radio today, I don't think is going to be a big deal 10 years from now. Definitely not 100 years from now. When I was driving, I was listening to Al Green, Let's Stay Together. I won't be around to see it or hear it, but I'm sure in 100 years, that song is still going to be played. It will still have emotional relevance and a place in music.
Yeah, they're not interested, the kids or the creators of today, even in evergreen content. It is meant to capture, and they're meant to move on to the next, and that's
disposable.
It's disposable. Yeah.
Well, look, that's their loss. That's what they'll have to deal with when, let's say they're 15 then, and they get to be 55 and they realize that they don't have the same type of meaningful music. There's music that I still listen to from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, which still would be better than most of the junk on the radio today.
Right.
Just give it a remix and it's fine.
Yeah.
Some updated production values, but but they don't know what they're missing. So I guess I'm going to hedge my bet here and say AI to me doesn't have any future in a music creation sense, but I could see how it can find a home because you're not paying an artist per se. You're not paying them to go on tour. There's a lot of money which can be saved in creating a music star. And then you throw in a hologram, or you can basically create an artist from ground up that does not exist on any level.
Yeah, and the metrics will have to reflect, and I believe in some cases they do. I believe the Grammys did have a sort of asterisk introduced, or said that they would introduce that in the future so that they could delineate between actual human artistry and AI created artistry, because it's going to come up against these human artists.
But is it artistry because that's just programming? You're just filling in prompts.
Right.
You're not, it's like, give me a song which does this or sounds like this or mimics that. That's not creation. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm a musician through and through. There's a creative process which is involved with music. And this is where I sound like Mark Ronner because, because I have to agree with them. AI, especially in this instance, is not creating. It's mimicking, it's stealing, it's borrowing, it's relying on what already exists to give some sort of approximation. Or,
that's all it can do is steal and imitate. This is music to play while you're getting it on with a blow-up doll, because it's essentially the same phony, soulless, meaningless thing.
That's oddly specific.
Hey,
Do you have a favorite blow-up doll? Did I just insult her?
Do not insult blow-up dolls like that, okay? Blow-up dolls are not people, too.
I'm not judging you. You do whatever you need to do outside of the news booth.
Can I, just fart walking by the news booth?
The door's staying shut.
It's called a crop dusting.
Yeah, crop dusting is just flatly against the law. It's also flatulently against the law. Hello.
Hey, no rim shot for you. Tony, don't reach for it. No.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI Later with Mo Kelly. Coming up in just moments will be Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie, and he joins me now with a preview. Good evening, sir.
Mo, we've got a show built just for you. We're going to talk about search for extraterrestrial intelligence, and then later on in the program, palm readers and what your future holds in your hand.
You complete me, George.
I love you.
I love you too.
See you, buddy.
Bye. Before we go, we had a number of tickets that we were giving away tonight, and we always love giving away tickets to events and shows, but we're not done. We're done for tonight, but I'm saying we're not done overall because let's not forget it's Halloween time at the Disneyland Resort, and KFI AM 640 wants to give you a chance to experience the frightful fun plus the added excitement of the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration. A happiest Halloween has brought spooky thrills and chills to both Disney California Adventure Park and Disneyland Park. Now through Halloween. Offering subject to restrictions and change without notice, yada, 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 blah, 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 fine print. Keep listening for your chance to win a 4-pack of one-day, one-park tickets to Disneyland Park or Disney California Adventure right here on Later with Mo Kelly. But you got to listen because we're going to be giving away a 4-pack of these tickets to Disneyland or Disney California Adventure Park. And Tuala had been manning the phones tonight as we were giving away tickets to UB40 or Corey Henry or Led Zeppelin tribute group. And I guess to a person, a lot of people were asking him about the Halloween party, the second annual Mo Kelly, Later with Mo Kelly Halloween soiree. We have to nail down a few details before we can officially start promoting it and offering tickets for you to attend. But this is what I can tell you. Like last year, the only way your happy ass is going to get in this party is through the show. You can't buy tickets. You have to win tickets. Most likely, name that movie called Classic. But there might be other ways and times that we'll give away tickets. And it's going to be the party that you have to be at. Since we now have a video component, all the festivities and all the proclivities will be seen for the first time live as it happens, thanks to Daniel. And it's going to be off the chain. I know I'm going to be there. I know Tuala's going to be there. Tiffany Hobbs, the Viral Load, is going to be there. Mark, I'm not sure, and I mean that seriously because he's antisocial. He came last year, but, he's a little reticent to be around a lot of people, so we'll have to see.
Well, not just anyone can fill in for me here in the news, Mo.
Why don't you do the news from up there?
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd go great, right in the middle of a party.
That's how they do it at most remotes. I'm being serious.
Negative on that.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, I'd like to go, but
You're such a diva.
We got to get somebody in here to do the news.
You cannot look when Michael Crozier goes down the road. He does the news wherever he's at.
Well, he's special.
I'm pulling for you, Mark. Okay, I know a lot of people would like to meet you.
Don't pull too hard, Mo.
Why is it I can hear Daniel laughing down the hall?
I don't know.
Down the hall.
I don't even know what that meant when I said it. But I would I would like to be there at the party. I even have a costume to wear. Halloween's our month. I love Halloween.
It is. And Nick Poliokini's definitely going to be there. Oh, and speaking of where we're going to be and not going to be, I said something at the beginning of the show, but I didn't say anything since. I'm not going to be on tomorrow night because tomorrow night it's me, Nick, and Tuala. We're going to Footage Fest for the anniversary special screening of Napoleon Dynamite, and I'll be moderating a Q&A afterward with some of the stars of the movie.
That sounds like so much fun.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. Mark, why don't you join us?
I actually would because I'm off tomorrow night as well. But I'm going to go see that new Paul Thomas Anderson movie, One Battle After Another, so I can review it Friday.
Can't you do it both? Can't you hang out with us until 9 o'clock because that's when it's over, and then go see the movie at 10 or something?
We'll reconvene on this.
See, you're such a diva. It's not that freaking hard, dude.
I don't pack my schedule with things like you, Mo. I'm delicate. I need rest. I don't think you exist unless you're doing something in front of other people.
That sounds wrong.
I hit a nerve, though, didn't I?
That's wrong. No.
There
are a lot of things I don't do in front of other people.
I don't want to know about those things. Yeah, I don't want you to talk about them in front of other people either.
Get off my radio show.
Hey.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. Coming up is Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie. We'll see you on Friday. Andy Reesmeyer's in for me tomorrow. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
KFI and KOST HD2. Los Angeles, Orange County. More stimulating talk.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.